The Adventures of Snitch the Fraccoon. Written by John Shelley, illustrated by Stephen Walmar. Book 1. In Search of the Magic Crystals. In a special land not far away, Snitch arose to start his day. He jumped out of bed and stretched way up high. Outside of his window, he saw the blue sky. Today is the day, it's finally here. I've been saving my money for almost a year. To earn his gold coins, he had worked really hard. He planted some gardens and cleaned up some yards. He painted some houses, and when he was done, he thought to himself, now it's time for some fun. Snitch went to his garden to gather some greens. What he saw in the valley was a glorious scene. The carnival lights were already ablaze. They shone up through the trees and cut through the haze. With 5 golden coins, I can go on 4 rides, with 1 more left over for ice cream and pie. So he ran down the road with the coins in his sack. But something had changed that made him look back. This is not right, Snitch knew right away. The carnival lights had started to fade. I must get there quickly to see what is wrong. I know some good shortcuts, it won't take too long. Snitch ran to the valley as fast as he could. He zigged through the fields, he zagged through the woods. Then he said to himself as he walked to the gate, I hope I can help and it isn't too late. Mr. Wowie, the owner, looked sad as could be. Snitch asked, what is wrong? He replied, well, you see, we use magic crystals to power the rides, but now they've grown weak and started to die. Can I help? Wondered Snitch. Can something be done? What will it take so the kids can have fun? Mr. Wowie told Snitch, it's all up to you. You must find new crystals or the carnival's through. But where do I look? Which way do I go? Mr. Wowie replied, what you need is this scroll. It's enchanted, you see, so here's what you do. Just open it up and it shows you a clue. If you figure it out, you'll know where to go. Please get us 5 crystals to power the show. I promise, said Snitch. I'll do all I can. And this is the way his adventure began. Before heading off, what Snitch had to do was open the scroll and read the first clue.
In a place not for sleeping, yet still called a bed, is the thing you are seeking in some dirt that is red.
Snitch knew where that was. He knew right away. The dried-up old river has rocks and red clay. We call it a river bed, and that's what Snitch knew. And because of his smarts, he solved the first clue. When he got to the place where the clue had him look, he saw Tangerine Turtle sitting down with a book. Hello there, Snitch called. I'm on a great search. I'm seeking that gem that you use as a perch.
My seat?
Said the turtle.
Is that what you need? But I have it to sit on when I come here to read. It's all that I have and it's all that I've got. So to me, my dear friend, it's worth a whole lot.
I have a gold coin that I'll give you in trade, and with it, you know, a deal can get made. You can buy a nice chair that is soft and real fine, along with a table you can sit at and dine.
Okay,
said the turtle.
That sounds pretty good. I'd love a nice seat made of cushions and wood.
He gave Snitch the crystal to put in his sack, and Snitch walked away with the bag on his back. I have 4 coins remaining, he said with a sigh. I can go on 3 rides and still have some pie. It won't be so bad. I'll still have some fun. I'll be happy and smiling when this day is done. He pulled out the scroll to reveal what it said. You might be surprised to see what it read. Can you play detective and work on the case? Can you solve the riddle and tell Snitch the place?
Where do we send our smelly old shoes, our bottles, our cans, and yesterday's news? A bed with no springs and a broken red dish are sitting right next to the treasure you wish.
Snitch paused for a bit, and he thought for a while. Then he figured it out and started to smile. He did a quick jig with a spin and a jump, and then he took off to go to the dump. Snitch saw what he needed at the top of the heap, so he scurried right up. It wasn't too steep.
"Stop!"
yelled the voice.
"Stop right where you stand! Get out of my dump! Get off of my land!"
Crimson the Crow was in charge of the dump. He was not very nice. He was kind of a grump.
"That crystal is mine and came in with some trash! If you want to have it, you've got to pay cash!"
"But I need my money," said Snitch with a huff. "How much do you want? How much is enough?"
"You're lucky today,"
said Crimson the Crow.
"I'm in a good mood and I don't need much dough. A single gold coin will resolve this dispute. Just give me the money, now show me the loot."
"Fine," grumbled Snitch as he paid off the crow. He bagged up the crystal and started to go. "I have 3 coins remaining," he said with a sigh. "I can still take 2 rides and then have some pie. It won't be so bad, I'll still have some fun. I'm sure I'll be happy when this day is done." He took out the scroll and read the next clue. He needs your assistance to know what to do. Please help Snitch again try to figure it out, 'cause working together is what it's about.
Back in the village, the person in charge often gives speeches to crowds that are large. He rides in parades in his top hat and sash and smiles real wide for the cameras that flash.
Do you know the answer to clue number 3? Who is this person? Oh, who could it be? Did you guess the mayor? That he was the one? Snitch thinks you're right, and he started to run. When he got to the house that the mayor called home, he looked through the window and saw the 3rd stone. Snitch went to the door to explain what he needed. He asked for the crystal, he begged, and he pleaded. "I'm sorry, old friend, if only I could. I'd grant your request, you know that I would. But you are too late, for I made a pledge to donate the gem to the orphanage." Snitch thought of the coins he still had in the bag. To give up one more would be such a drag. Would he forfeit the ice cream or not take a ride? The choice was not easy, but he had to decide. "If I bought the gem with a coin made of gold, could you donate the money from that which you sold?" "Of course," said the mayor. "What an excellent plan! Everyone wins! Good job, my young man!" "I've just 2 coins remaining," Snitch said with a sigh. "I can ride on 1 ride and still have some pie. It won't be so bad. I'll still have some fun. I guess I'll be happy when this day is done. But I must keep on going. I must find 2 more. I need you to help me to find number 4. He opened the scroll. He looked at the text. Do you know the person that he should see next?
Out past the woods where the 2 mountains meet, look for a critter that talks with a squeak. Her tail is real long, her feet are real small, and cheese is the food she likes best of all.
Who could it be that likes cheese to eat? Who has a long tail and really small feet? It's Melody Mouse! I know it, I'm sure! I know just where to go! Then he sped out the door. Snitch took off again, and he had to go fast. So he ran through the forest and he cut through the grass. He followed the path to the mountain so high, then he came to some rocks where he heard a small cry.
"Oh, look at this mess! Oh, look at my house! Everything's ruined!"
said Melody Mouse.
"This glittering stone came down from up there. It flattened my home,"
she said with a glare. Snitch offered to help and he got right to work. He moved around rocks and he dug in the dirt. He fixed up her roof and he fixed up her walls. He fixed up her doors and he fixed up her halls.
"Thank you so much for your help,"
said the mouse.
"How can I repay you for fixing my house?"
As a matter of fact, said Snitch. Oh, indeed. You have just the thing. Yes, you have what I need. This sparkling gem that had ruined your day will make the kids happy when they show up to play. May I take it to bring to the carnival now?
"You may have it,"
she said.
"Anyway, anyhow.
So Snitch placed the crystals inside of his sack. He thanked his small friend with a pat on her back.
I've still got 2 coins.
He held them up high.
I can ride on one ride and still eat some pie. It won't be so bad, I know I'll have fun, and then I'll be happy when this day is done.
So again he must read from the magical scroll. Can you solve the riddle so he knows where to go?
Up on a hill is a building so grand, it has hundreds of rooms and acres of land. It once was the home to a king and a queen. It's fancy and lavish, it's a sight to be seen.
So where is this place? Oh, where could it be? If you said a castle, then Snitch would agree. He continued his journey to make one last stop. He climbed up the hill till he got to the top. The castle was huge, the towers were high. As he went through the gate, he said, "Me oh my!" He walked to the door and he pulled on the bell. From inside the castle, he heard someone yell. It was Henry the Hog, and he said,
Come on in. What is your name?
He asked with a grin.
My name is Snitch, and I'm on a great quest. I've been near, I've been far, I've been east, I've been west. I've got 4 magic crystals, and I'm seeking one more. I was told that I'd find it if I came to your door.
If this is the crystal you came for today, I'm sorry,
said Henry.
I won't give it away.
But what if I bought it? How much would it cost? Without this last crystal, the carnival's lost.
I'll take 2 golden coins and not 1 bit less.
Snitch thought to himself,
what a terrible mess. I'd have no coins remaining,
he thought with a sigh.
I'd go on no rides and I couldn't have pie. If I do make this trade, the kids will have fun. At least they'd be happy when this day is done.
Snitch gave up his loot, but he felt really sad when he thought of the fun that he might have had. He put the last gem in the bag with the rest. He walked out the door. He had finished his quest. He went down the hill and back to the valley, to the carnival gate where he saw Mr. Wowie. Snitch gave him the crystals, the 5 that he found. Mr. Wowie jumped up and he danced all around.
Oh yes, this is great! Let me fix up the rides, get everything working, and light up the sky!
Suddenly, Snitch wasn't feeling so bad. In fact, you could say he felt really glad. The crystals they worked, the ride started to spin. The gates could now open, the fun could begin. The villagers came and they had quite a night.
You did it, my friend! You made everything right!
Snitch really felt good and he had a big smile. He decided to stay and watch for a while. All the laughter and screams from the kids having fun made his heart feel so warm like the rays from the sun. When the carnival closed, Snitch made his way home. The stars in the sky made a sparkling dome. Then he sat at his table and had cookies and milk, and while he enjoyed them, he thought to himself,
I gave up my coins and I gave up my rides. I gave up my ice cream, I gave up my pie. But my friends are all glad and the kids all had fun, so I couldn't be happier now that this day is done.
Snitch got into bed, he tucked himself in. When his head hit the pillow, he still had a grin. Nothing is better than helping a friend. He fell fast asleep. Say goodnight, Snitch. The end.